Hello, you're welcome to my Vivi Creations channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today I want to show you how to make a puffle ruffle sleeve or balloon sleeve. Yes, it is, it has different names. It can be called balloon sleeve, puffle ruffle sleeve and all that, but this is just a picture of the kind of sleeve we'll be making, okay, as you can see on the screen. So I say a very big welcome to you, and if you're new to this channel, please join this wonderful family by subscribing. It is absolutely free. You have nothing to lose. Just hit on the subscribe button below and turn on the bell beside it so that whenever I upload a video, you will be among those that will be notified. So I upload videos on this channel on sewing tutorials, fashion tips, DIY, and a lot more are coming up, which I know that you will not want to miss out. So subscribe and turn on the notification bell and you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And to my returning subscribers, God bless you all. You are all doing wonderfully well. Thank you for always coming back. So without wasting so much time, let's move to the lesson of the day. So we'll be drafting or we'll be cutting and making our ruffle puff sleeve, which is also called balloon sleeve. So I have my fabric here. These are what you need: your fabric, and you also need elastic. Okay, so I have folded my fabric. Now, depending on how full you want your sleeve to be, that is the length you would take. That is the width. Okay, so for me, I am taking 2 times the round sleeve. That is the round sleeve times 2 is what I'm taking. So you can take up to times 3. That is your round sleeve multiplied by 3. You can take up to that, then you fold it. Okay, so that is while it is on fold, one side like this is the round sleeve, total round sleeve. So since I am taking 2 times on fold, what I have here is a total round sleeve. Okay, so round sleeve, I mean where you want your sleeve to get to, you measure around that part and you can multiply it by 3, by 2, okay, depending on how full you want and the size of fabric you have. So for me, I am multiplying by 2, then I place it on fold. Okay, so I hope this is clear. So by the time you have folded your fabric, you place your length, that is the sleeve length. So I actually marked this part because this is where I want the sleeve length to be. This is the area of my fabric where I have the round sleeve measurement times 2. Okay, so that is why I marked it. So I'll measure from there. So what you need is the length of your sleeve plus extra. Okay, so you need the length of your sleeve plus 5 inches extra. So I will explain that to you. So the length of the sleeve here is 12 inches. So 5 inches extra. From that 5 inches, 3 inches is just what you need in case, when you make this kind of puff sleeve or ruffle sleeve, you use elastic. So you have to like pull it up for it to give you that shape, that fullness. Okay, so you need 3 inches for that pulling off or pulling up, because if you use exactly the length of your sleeve, by the time you have done making it and you pull off, you will not get that length again. So the length of your sleeve plus 3 inches, okay, for pushing it up and to give you that fullness. Then by the time you have marked the 3 inches, then the extra 2 inches is for the casing of our elastic, because you have to fold where the elastic would pass through. Okay, so that is why you need to add 5 inches to your length, to your sleeve length. So the sleeve length, like I said, is 12 inches plus 5 inches, that will be 17 inches. So I would mark at 17 inches. So this extra 2 inches is just like the hemming allowance and all that. So, but in this case, it is the casing for the elastic. So I'm just trying to make a mark at that point. Okay. So this is it, and I will draw my line. So this is just it. So from here to here is what I need for my sleeve. So having done that, you will then take your sleeve caps height. Okay, so the sleeve caps height, you can see the formula on the screen. So I have given that severally on this channel. So that is the formula for getting your sleeve caps height. So in this case, it is 4 inches. So I'll mark it. Okay, so I'll mark my 4 inches. And I'll draw my line. So by the time you have marked your sleeve cap height, on this line of the sleeve cap height, you place your armhole depth. Okay, so your armhole depth, that is from your shoulder to your armpit, the length you have there when you're drafting your basic bodies. Okay, or the measurement you took on your client, that is what you place here. Okay, that is your armhole depth. So in this case, it is 8 inches. The armhole depth is 8 inches, but I'm adding 1. This 1 inch is not the allowance, it's just for ease, for let it be free. Okay, that is why I'm adding 1 inch. And moreover, we are making a puff sleeve, so we actually want it to be free so that the client can raise her hand. So that is it. So the sleeve, the armhole depth, okay, plus 1 inch. So that is what I placed here. By the time you have marked it, you now make a line to this point. So you just connect like so. So just connect. Okay. So now you have done this. The next thing to do is to make our curve, our sleeve curve. So to do that, you would measure this line. So whatever you have there, mark the midpoint. So I have 10 inches and the midpoint is at 5. Okay. So I'll mark it, and at this point where I mark 5, I'll come up by half inch. So this is it. So by the time you have come up or stepped up by half inch, just connect it to this point here. Just connect it like so. Just connect it, okay? So by the time you have connected this, you now make a curve from this point to this point. So you can actually do this with your free hand. You can use your French curve. Just, all you need to do is just to make a curve. I hope you can see this. So just make a curve, okay? You can see the curve. I have it there. So this is it, okay? So now, you can actually cut this the way it is. And at the same time, you can create the front armhole effect. What do I mean by that? For the front sleeve, we usually, cut it out a little bit so that the front sleeve can be deeper than the back sleeve, okay? So this is the back side of our sleeve. Now we'll create the front side. For the front side, what you will do from this lower part here, from this part, you will curve it to meet this side, okay? So you just curve it just like the way you did for the other one. Just connect and you curve. So I hope you can see this. This one now is for the front. So by the time you have curved it this way, you would also curve it down again. Okay? So just place your curve like so. You can also do this with free hand. All you need to do is just curve from here to here. Okay? So you just connect and you go like so. So just curve it like so. Okay? Just make sure you connect it. And you have it like so. So this side now is the front side of our sleeve. and this side is the back side of our sleeve. Okay, so by the time you have created the front, the next thing is to add your seam allowance at this point. Okay, so I'll be adding 1 inch seam allowance. So just mark 1 inch seam allowance. Then if you want to pleat, okay, if you want to have some pleats or gathers at this top side, just add it up here. Okay, but if you just want it to be just basic sleeve at the top, then it's just the lower side that you want to have the ruffle. Just leave it as it is, then you connect to the round sleeve. Okay, so remember that at this point what you will take is the wideness of the sleeve you want. Okay, so I have already marked mine. So what I'll do is to connect from this point to this point. Like I said, if you want to pleat it, you can just increase it by this side. Okay, so I think I should give it a little pleat. So in that case, let me still add 1 inch. So I'll just connect it from here. So what I'll do now is to connect it from here to that point. Okay, then when I'm stitching it, I'll have to pleat it a little bit at this top. So now I'll just connect. So you just connect. Okay, so this is it. This is what I have. So no matter how wide your fabric is, what you do, just connect from this point to the length, okay, to wherever you have it, and this is it. I'll go ahead and cut it now. And when cutting, I'll first of all cut out the back. That is this. So I'll cut from this top. By the time I cut from this top, I'll open it and cut out one side for the front. So just watch what I'm doing, okay? So this is my sleeve for now. So I'll open it up. I'll just open it up and I'll cut out the front. Okay, so now this is the front. I'll just cut it out. So the front is a bit deeper than the back, though this is not compulsory since it is a ruffle sleeve. So you can actually have it, just like the front and back together without making the front deeper, but I like it this way. Okay, so this is the front side of the sleeve and this is the back side of the sleeve. Okay, so it is very obvious that the front is deeper than the back. Okay, so this is just one of the sleeve. With this now, I'll cut the other one. And to cut the other one, this is what you will do. You would take this one and you place it right side facing each other. So by the time you take the other fabric for cutting the second sleeve, make sure you're placing it right side facing right side of your fabric. Okay, the two right sides facing each other. If you place it the other way around, you might end up having two of this side. Okay, this is just one side of the sleeve, and then if you just place it anyhow, you might end up having two of either right or left hand side of your sleeve. Okay, and you cut. So you have to spread it open like this. Okay, so I'm just looking for the side that's really matched. So you place it and you cut. Okay, so I have my two sleeves here now. So what the next thing to do is just to go ahead and hem the lower parts. Okay, so when you're hemming it, you create the casing for elastic. Okay, so I would fold it and notch the midpoints at the top here. So that will help when stitching it to the bodice. Okay, so just fold it and you notch this midpoint. You do same here. Fold it and you notch the midpoint. Okay. So this is it. So when stitching it to the bodice, you have to match up this midpoint to the mid shoulder. Then you pleat. Okay, by the time you match up to the mid shoulder, you match this one up. That is, you pin it to the armhole area, pin to the armhole area. So whatever is left is what you would pleat. Okay, so that is it. So now I'll go ahead and hem this part. Just I'll fold by 1/2 inch, then fold again. Okay, so that I'll have like 1/2 inch there, whereby my elastic can pass through. So that is what I'll do. Okay, so by the time I hem it, I'll show you the next step to take. Okay, so I have folded it, and this is what I have. Okay, so you just fold it to be able to contain your elastic to pass easily inside it. So that is what I've done. So for your elastic, you take your round arm measurement, that is the round sleeve, you minus 1 from it. So that is what you will cut on your elastic. So in this case, the round sleeve is 14 inches. So minus 1, that is 13. So I'll cut 13 inches on my elastic. Okay, so the reason for cutting out 1 inch is for it to be firm, okay, at the arm. So this is just, that is, I folded it so that I can have for the 2 sleeves. So what I'm cutting here is just my round sleeve minus 1. Okay, that is what I have here. So 1 for each sleeve. So what I'll do now, I'll use my safety pin and pass it through the casing I have made. So I'll just pass it through. So make sure that your casing can, the office pin can pass through the casing. So there are different sizes of office pin. Whichever one you're using, you just make the space for it, and then make sure that your elastic can also pass through. So while I am putting my elastic through, I would hold it down here with pin. Okay, so I'll hold it down here with pin so that it doesn't go inside. So at this point, when I have a little left out here, I'll just hold it down with pin. So you can hold it down very firm with your pin, so that while you are pushing the elastic through inside, it won't go in from here. So I'll continue pushing it in. So here it is. So just distribute the ruffles very well. Okay, so by the time you pull it out here, you still hold down your elastic here with pin so it doesn't go back inside. So you still hold it here with your pin. So that is it. Okay, so I'll be joining fixing it to this corset dress. Okay, so you can see this corset, and I'll be uploading the video on how I made this corset very soon. So I believe you will not want to miss out on this. So if you are not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe. Okay, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell so that you will get the notification when I upload the video on how I made this corset. Okay, this is corset with yoke. Yes, a lot of you have asked of it, and this is the inside. I'll show you how I achieve this deep cup that would accommodate the bust of your client or yourself. Okay, this one would take your bust very, very well. Even with this method, you can make your corset tube, you can make it with yoke as well. So back to our sleeve, we'll be attaching the sleeve here after embellishing the yoke of our dress. So you just match up the armhole point and you match up the shoulder. So note that you would have joined your front to the back. Okay, then you match this at the shoulder. Then whatever that is left is what you would pleat. Okay, is what you would pleat to the armhole, and you have your sleeve. Okay, though I've not sewn it, it's already looking beautiful. So by the time it is worn, to then be pushed up a little bit like I explained, and you have it looking, the ruffle will come out to become fuller. Okay, and everything will just be beautiful with the little pleats you'll be having here. Everything will look beautiful. So this is it about this tutorial. Hope you like it. Please give this video a like so that other people can see this video. When you like it, YouTube will show it to other people as well. So give it a like, and feel free to leave your comment in the comment section. And if you want to support this channel, just check the description box. Okay, a lot of you have been asking for ways to support this channel. Just check in the description box, you will see details on how to support this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you for your love. Thank you for everything. Share this video with friends and remain blessed. See you in my next video.